a little more, so that it's not so evenly colored. And you can take oh, this is my artist palette knife. Remember those?
What in large quantities?
You get 1,000 of these for $1 at the 99-cent store. So this has some body to it. And you don't need to worry about how thick it is, because believe it or not, it looks really white now, but it's gonna turn clear. I'll just take a wad. Oh, I also bought one of these things. What's that thing called? A flock master or something like that? Grass master. It's a tool. It's like this big, and it's battery powered, and it's got with a can on the end, and you put flocking in the can, and then you attach wires. You wet the ground on your railroad layout, and you attach wires to pins, metal pins. Then you shake the grass master, and all the grass is supposed to float down and then stick this way. And it actually works, but it's not going to work on that size, you know. Okay, there you go.
You may do it freezing.
Then if you want, you can wait. Okay, I've waited long enough.
And the grass, you end up painting also?
Yeah, I do. Before I paint it, I will add some dark shadow, like dark green. Let that penetrate. But before that, I'll spray it with dull coat. That makes it nice and stiff. And it's not going to, because you can tease this stuff. That's my hobby palette knife. I'll make a patch of weeds too. That's very cool. As this is setting, you can shape it a little. You can like open it up a little bit. And one word of caution, and you can see here, most of the fibers are going like this, and then one of them goes like that. Well, don't touch that. wait till this gets hard, and then you can go just pluck them out.
Yeah.
Because you always get a couple of wild ones. And then later on, like the next day, you can make another clump and another clump. And like you don't want to do your railroad layout that way.
No.
Or maybe you will. This guy, Paul Scholes is his name, that made it's this railroad empire, HO gauge, and in his basement, and every inch of it, after he sprinkles the grass on the ground, then he goes back with an eyedropper and thin white glue, like it's probably scenic glue that Woodland Scenics sell, and he'll put one drop at a time to seal everything, you know. Yeah.
He basically puts his scenery down dry and then glues it with an eyedropper by putting the
and that brings the liquid up, and it so that you can, like, every little grain is going to be solid.
I've got a DVD.
Like this, you know.
Yeah, I've got a DVD of his stuff, and I can't imagine going around with an eyedropper putting all that scenery down.
His basement's probably this big.
Yeah. And if you put the adhesive one any other way, you're going to blow everything away. So you've got to basically put it on dry in place and get it to your glue to
Yeah,
absorb
they
through.
make some guys they'll make put your adhesive in a spray bottle, you know, and but you really can't control it that well. One thing I will do with dirt though, this is a little spray bottle that I got. I bought some Lens Crafter. It's for cleaning your eyeglasses. When I used all the cleanser, then I kept the bottle and I put water in it, tap water. And the reason is that it makes a very fine spray. So what I can do after I've glued on my dirt, which I do dry actually, that is dry material on a wet surface with thin medium. I will spray, but very lightly. I try not to saturate it so that some of the dirt runs off and things like that. That's why I want as fine a spray as I can do. But I found if I just hit it a couple of times, that will help pull the glue up into every single grain of dirt. And then after that's been dry for a day or so, I will still spray it with dull coat to fix it. And that's why, you know, when you come and paint it, you see everything's still there, all those little...
So on this one here, when you spray with the dull coat, you had the barrels already painted, so it doesn't like mess up you can't see it.
Right.
So I'm assuming overspray got on the barrels and
Right.
stuff.
All it does is make it flat.
Okay.
You know. And yeah, you can't see it. I sprayed the barrels too. Yeah. So, I mean, I spray my figures with dull coat.
Okay.
And then when I want shiny stuff like metal things, after the dull coat, I can go back and I will use silver, gold, metallic paint on just those things that I want to shine, to have a little shine, you know, the blade of the sword and the hilt and things like that. Brass buttons, buckles, do that last. Okay, so this is matte gel medium. Gloss medium. I'll do
Now, even though you have a glob of the gel there, that gel will eventually just flatten right down.
Yeah.
And it reduces it.
by the
in
time
volume.
by the time you leave, it's gonna be gone. And it's easy, you know. I just want to mess with it, and I'll just grab that one thing and like the whole clump comes up with your tweezers, you know. You really have to fight the urge to work on it, you know. It's one of those things, less is best.
Sometimes little crossways are out of place. You see that on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
It'll be a
You
dead
can.
piece of grass and just lay
Yeah,
there.
you can.
So it's
But not like this usually.
Well, no.
But anyway, it's an easy thing to do once it's nice and firmly attached like this. You know, you might get a leaf where you don't want it or something like that. You could even take a straight edge razor if you say, I don't want leaves in that part. You can pop them off.
Oh, yeah.